Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Web Tutorials. Tosif this side, and I hope you guys are doing well in this lockdown period and are staying safe at home and keeping yourself and your areas clean. So, yeah, today's topic is about using Font Awesome while designing any kind of web page. So, guys, basically, there are two ways to use Font Awesome. One is the offline way, and the second one is the online way. The offline way is more easy and more reliable, and it would be very, like helpful, and you won't get in trouble while using it. So, to use the offline way, you just have to go to the Font Awesome official website and click on this button that is start for free, and this whole new web page will be open for you. And just scroll down and click on this download button, and as soon as you click on this download button, your download will get started over here. And I'm not downloading it because I've already downloaded it once, so let me just show you. Yeah, so I've downloaded the font awesome.zip file, and I have extracted it to the place where I need it. And yeah, so when you open it, when you open the font awesome zip folder, or the extracted folder precisely, you can see that there are many kind of folders, the CSS folder, the JS folder, the less folder, and various kind of folders. But while designing the web page, you just have to use, and most of the web developers use this CSS folder, and the things in it, the files in it. And we basically, the web tutorials team basically has used just these two files, all.css and all.min.css. So to use this, we just have to enter to our text editor. So as you can see, we have already created an HTML template over here to work less, and here a link attribute is given. And let's just get started. What you have to do is very simple thing. You just have to write the path in which the folder is and the file is, to be more precise. So let's just type it. That is in the font awesome folder, and in which subfolder it is, that is CSS. And what file we want to access is all.min.css. okay, so this is the path which needs to be accessed. So guys, let us now add some of the icons to our HTML file. For that, we'll have to go back to our web browser, and here we are. Scroll up, and you will see here a nav bar in which you can see this icons button. Just click on it, and it will take you to an all new web page, and we have opened it over here. So just tap on this free button, free check button, and so that we can see that all the icons that are accessible to us, because we are not using the pro version of it. So let's just like add any kind of button we want to use. Let's just add and search the Facebook button. Okay, so as you can see, it's free and it's available for you. Just click on any of the icons that you wish for, and let's just take this button, and it will open in a few seconds. And it's up to you actually to choose what type of icon you want to put on your web page. I want this normal button. So yeah, just let's copy it. Just click on it and it will be copied. This is a new feature of the Font Awesome website, where you can just click and the whole link will be copied. So yeah, just get back to our text editor. Here it is, and paste it. Okay guys, that's very easy. This font awesome is very easy, and like just open it in your browser, and as you can see here, you have got one Facebook icon. You can style it in your web page, in your CSS file. Let's add some more icons. What's it? Let's try interacting with the icons today, and let's just say Twitter. Here you go. Here a Twitter icon is available for you. Just copy it and paste it over here. Allow me to add some more. Let's say WhatsApp, and yeah, here you go. It's very easy. Just like search for the icons you want to add and click on the icon, and it will take you to a new web page. Just click on this link given, copy it, and then like paste it over here, and voila, just refresh it. Oh sorry, I forgot to save. Just save it and refresh it. Yeah, so here's a Facebook icon, here's a Twitter icon, and a WhatsApp icon. You can do something. You can do is like you can style it in your own way. Just style it a bit. First of all, the universal codes, that is margin should be always 0, so that it's easy for web browsers other than what you are using to, like, various web browsers have various kind of paddings in it and margins in it. So to avoid this, we use this universal tag, and yeah, of course the box sizing is to be border box. So these three are the major universal tags that are used. So yeah, let us just style the div, that is which we have given a class to it as container, and to let us just like bring the icons to the middle of the screen. For that, you will have to set its position to be absolute and set top to be at 50%, and set left to be at 50%, 50%, and you will have to transform it and then translate the X and Y origin to be minus 50% and again minus 50%, so that it comes exactly to the center of the web page. Let me show you. Let's just save it and refresh it. So yeah, it has come in the exact center of the web page, as you can see. Now let's just style it. To style it, as we can see that all these icons have a same class, that is fab. So let's just add one more property to it, that is the letter spacing. Just let's add say 20 pixel to it, and here it has got a spacing now, and it's looking much better than it was earlier. So yeah, now let's the fab, .fab, and yeah. So what can we do in it is we can change its color. We can change size. So let's say font size. Font size is the original font size for any kind of letters, or you can say icons or buttons. You can say they have this like default size, that is of 16 pixel, and if you want to make it look more bigger, you can give it a size, font size more than 16 pixel. Let's just say we give it a size of 48 pixel, and let's see how it reacts to it. So yeah, the size is much bigger, it looks much better, and the space is well given. So if you want to add more space, you can just go back to the text editor, and where we have given the letter spacing thing, you can add more pixels to it, and it will give you more space, more letter space. And let's just change the color of these icons. So for that, let's go back to our text editor. So guys, if you want to change the color of the icon, all you can do is put this color at property and select any color that you want. I usually go to the web page and type this HTML color codes. Here it is, htmlcolorcodes.com, and it actually is a reserve of colors. It gives me colors that I have never seen before. It has a various color shade box in which you can select any type of color, and it will give you the hash codes for it. Let's just say we want this color, and here it is. Just copy it and paste it over here. It is very simple, guys. It is very simple. Save it, and you can see how it has turned out to be this. So but as you guys can see, this WhatsApp color is blue, and we all know that WhatsApp is of green color, and we want this to be in this somewhat this type of green color. So what should we do to change this color to be green? It's very simple, guys. Go back to the text editor and select this class, that is FA WhatsApp. Copy it and just give it a dot and FA WhatsApp. Don't have to do anything, just set its color, and again go back to colorcodes.com. Select any color that looks almost of WhatsApp. Copy it and paste it. Give it a semicolon. Always use these semicolons to end your property values. Otherwise, the values won't be the after values. The values that you put after the semicolon won't be attached with the CSS files, because the semicolon is needed. It is a mandatory thing to make your property valid. So let's just save it and see it how it is now. So yeah, as you can see, the Facebook and Twitter color are as they are in actual, and the WhatsApp color has been turned to green. So guys, this is the way you can use Font Awesome in the offline mode. To use it on the online platform, you just have to go to w3schools.com and copy the link given in it. You just have to search for Font Awesome Intro, and they will provide you a link over here. You just have to copy the link given, and let's just copy this and paste the link below the title bar. And when you're done, as it is the older version of Font Awesome, as you can see 4.7.0, it is an older version of Font Awesome, so there are some changes in it. This fab class was earlier used just as FA class, so a lot of things are going to change. What we can do is let's shorten this. First, let's copy this color, as it is going to be useful for us. Just delete this. This was just for explanation, and give it a font size of let's say 48 pixel, and the color of what we copied. Yeah, so here it is, and basically it won't change anything, but still, yeah. it's just the same. Just the fab class has changed to the fa class, and nothing much elsewise. So yeah guys, I guess this much of information for using font awesome is appropriate while you design the web page. And yep, that's it from us in this section. Hope you guys liked the video. Guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Web Tutorials, for more such content and to show your support. This is me, Tausif Ansari, signing out, and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you.